neighbors, it's Brad here from eTrailer, and today I'm in Elkhart, Indiana, the RV capital of the world, and I'm here with Austin from MORryde. Austin, what is MORryde?
Yeah, so MORryde's been around since 1966. More or less, we are a big supplier of high-end aftermarket RV components.
I've got to install a lot of their products. They're all fantastic. I'm not just being biased. And today we got to see them made. So we're going to take a closer look at some of the products and what you guys have to offer. So a lot of the products that I've used from MORryde comes to suspension. A lot of times that's our go-to when we're redoing suspension. What all do you offer, and why would someone want this on their trailer?
Yeah, so MORryde got our start back in 1966. We bought the rights to a patented rubber shear spring design. It was to enhance the ride quality of trailers. We took that same patented technology and then developed it to work for fifth wheels and travel trailers, also dump truck trailers, cargo trailers, stuff like that. So a typical equalizer is going to look just like this. It's what we call a wishbone or a stock equalizer. It's just that cast steel part that sits between your wheels on your trailer. All this does is as you hit rough roads, it'll bump up and down like this. There's no vertical absorption of that road shock. Your tires are only gonna go up and down as far as the leaf spring allows it to, and there's no other cushion inside of there. So what we've done is, again, we took our same technology that we had back in 1966. We redeveloped that rubber component and put it into a couple different suspension systems. So on this side, we have our CRE 3000. The 3000 stands for 3 inches of wheel travel. The 3000 version allows your wheels to go up and down. The cushioned rubber on the inside of that component absorbs and isolates that road shock. So as you're hitting rough roads such as potholes, expansion joints in the highway, railroad tracks, even just everyday wear and tear on the road, our 3000 is going to cushion and absorb that banging up and down. So instead of it just rocking from side to side, ours also does that. It rocks from side to side, but it also cushions and absorbs straight up and down. From there, our CRE 3000, we developed the Ultrek 4000. This is going to be what I would call the big brother of the 3000. Very similar install, very similar application where it works on travel trailers, fifth wheels, cargo trailers. The Ultrek 4000 allows for up to 4 inches of wheel travel. Instead of the 3 inches you get with the CRE, this is just the next step up, the 4 inches of wheel travel. There's 40% more rubber on the inside of the Ultrek compared to the CRE 3000, which just means that it's going to absorb all that energy a lot better than what is out there on the road today. The intention of our enhanced or upgraded equalizers is that they will enhance primarily the ride of the RV itself. We talk about RVs being houses on wheels. The best way to protect your investment is to give it a firm, soft foundation so that any of that vibration that's going into your trailer, your house on wheels, is being absorbed by the suspension. With that said, a kind of secondary benefit of our suspension system is that it will enhance typically the ride quality inside the truck as well. That's not our primary goal, but it's kind of one of those secondary benefits that comes from it.
So if I wanted to just add this into my suspension, can I reuse old hardware? Is it worth getting new wet bolts and shackles?
Anyone has the right to reuse hardware. I'm the type where if I'm under there, I've lifted up the unit, I've taken the wheels off, I've jacked up the trailer, and I've already taken the old bolts that might be worn out, rusted. Just like what you see on the stock equalizer here, these are standard dry bolts. So there's no greasable hole. I'm the type of guy that would upgrade to our heavy-duty shackle kit, also known as a wet bolt kit. This is going to be a greasable bolt. There's grease fittings on both bolt holes. There's a release point on the inside of the bolt. And all you do, again, once the unit's up, you're going to basically place this through your equalizer. And this is going to eliminate the wearing points with the bolts or with the bushings on the inside of the equalizer.
More time than not, when we are upgrading, we generally go with new wet bolts, purely because, as you mentioned, those plastic bushings, you'll start to notice that your equalizer's bad because they become oblong, everything gets worn out.
Yep.
And with that, is there a pro to brass bushings versus, a plastic one?
Yeah, so brass bushings are going to wear a lot longer than a plastic bushings. Typically, plastic bushings will wear out within a few hundred miles, Whereas with brass bushings that are already press fitted into our suspension systems, those are they're gonna last a lot longer, especially with a properly lubricated suspension system. They're gonna outlast a plastic bushing all day long.
Now, another thing that I've installed in conjunction with new equalizers is the cross member, the X Factor. What is this?
So we have a plate that runs laterally from side to side, and it supports both frame hangers. So our component would be this whole piece that is fully adjustable, and it mounts to the other side of the trailer. So this is going to be driver's side, and that's passenger side, and we're bolting it all together. The purpose of this is to reduce stress on the frame hangers and overall stress on the frame. We've done our own testing, and it reduces the stress at each point by over 90%. Something like 94% reduction in frame stress. This is just going to be another peace of mind upgrade that boxes everything out, it locks it all together, and it's kind of pulling against itself so these frame hangers aren't twisting or bending at all.
So if you're looking to upgrade your camper or travel trailer, you know, you're not just stuck with what came from the factory. You can really make it a much nicer ride. And as Austin said, you know, really protect your camper long term, your house on wheels. So huge thanks to Austin for taking the time to show us MORryde suspension components.